Hi, Thomas C. Chavez with The Compass Way, and this is going to be the first video that shows up after the welcome. And in it, we're going to talk about what is the main thread of idea for why and what is the Compass Way. The Compass Way starts with observing the human body and the way consciousness shows up in our physiologies, in our postures and our attitudes, the physical attitudes and the orientations of the human body. It really turns out that before we can talk lingually, before we have words and make sense out of sounds, the way we human beings talk to ourselves when we're little babies is through posture, orientation, and attitude. We talk to ourselves about how the world is by how we move, how we express. So that is the foundation of how we develop our personality structures, our egos, as they say. At a very young age, we are lying in a cradle, and we are laying out, and we are expressing joy and love, and we are one with everything, and we are sunny, and everybody loves babies because of this. And we are enjoying the fact that we are alive. There's been some hard times getting born, the first few weeks, learning all that it is to be able to survive, but we're there, we're here, we're in the world, and the world is ours, and we are the world's, and it's all one, and we are the sunshine. And we're getting to turn over and get my foot in my mouth and get my head up and look around, and pretty soon I'm going to have control of the important things in life, which is like the big smiling face and the warm source of milk. And then there comes a moment when there's an incredible realization: that's not me. That is not me. And I am ripped in two. Each and every one of us is ripped in two. This is psychological birth. And I'm left with the little part, the unimportant part, because the important part is the warmth and the love and the cooing and the nutrition that I've just realized is not me. And I flinch. My body contracts and flinches from this horrible realization. And that contraction leaves a memory trace in the way my body remembers the world. The way the fascia that holds the muscles together and crimps and forms pattern held. And it's just a little bit. It's very young. It's not a gigantic cramp, but it's the beginning. And every time I struggle in life, every time I hit a bump, every time something is not the way I want it to be, I assume that posture again, internally. And that is the foundation of our personality structure. It is the little grain of sand around which the pearl of personality forms. So, who we are in consciousness is expressed in who we are, in the way we wear our bodies and the way we experience our bodies. And we experience our bodies neurologically, and we experience our thinking with our bodies. We are a body-mind. It is one pattern that fills itself. there are three fields of consciousness that show up in human life. Each one of us operates at three levels of consciousness. And it's not entirely simultaneous. Yes, simultaneously, there is the background is going on all the time that we are all three, but one is front and center at a time. And those fields we have mapped with compasses, and each compass has 8 points of consciousness. And we've named the three fields, and therefore the three compasses, the compass of self-protection, the compass of getting along, and the compass of grace. Each of these three compasses has 8 points of consciousness that are mapped on the compass. Now, there are potentially infinite numbers of states of human consciousness. So why only 8? Because it's just enough for reference, just enough to have a map, just enough to see what we are doing and how we are doing it. No, we are not all just boxed into these 3 sets of 8. But those 3 sets of 8 give us the map of how to see and how we are. The next thing that we understand that we've really found is that what state of consciousness I inhabit, who I am, is a choice. It is my choice. And enormous amounts of pain and trouble and dysfunction and war in the world comes from our belief that it's not a choice. That I have to be this way. I had to kill him. I had to fight that. I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to be, I had to run away, whatever. I fell into a state of consciousness robotically, automatically, because I pre-programmed myself to jump there when I was very, very little, when I had no tools, when I had no choices, and I had to invent a choice as a baby, and I chose that, and it became a habit, and it's very quick and very powerful, and because it is programmed in as a choice, I can re-choose. I have the total ability to re-choose, even if I did whatever it is, absolutely automatically, very, very quickly. Now, this is just the beginning, the barest outline, but it's all I can do for now.